welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To their visitors. Looking downfield, it's King. Quickly out to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a great example of the defense there, tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
To fire on second down. Caught close to the marker. It's Rutherford. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe. And how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Yellow Jackets with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Patterson. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game. And the offense, they've got it moving now.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll call for the fair catch here. On the run, it's Hill. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Green. Caught over the middle, it's Jones. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
And the Razorbacks decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them they'll get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Unloads to the wideout. High coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
Send that offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Here comes the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Green. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. This time on target. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on 3rd down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Green. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Jones. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, looking to pass. He's got it, first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Back to throw, it's Green. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Slips away. Fires on the move. Wide out trying to get it in. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Quarterbacks are just like anybody else. They get in rhythms. And to get in a rhythm early on third down and have a little success here and get the sticks moving, great chance to continue to get this offense moving down the field to get some more points.
Barges ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Under fire. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set him up with a big play.
Well, he was rolling to his right. Because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. To the air, it's Green. Finds his big tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Here's the handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback making checks. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Jump the gun just a bit, and we've got a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Can't get him to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Defenses are put in such a tough spot when offenses get in third and short because the whole playbook is open and they go with the pass. I love it. They sneak the pass in there. Nice success. Great job by the quarterback getting rid of the football, getting the first down, now set up first and goal.
The best red zone offenses are the ones who can run the ball in this area, but that's a tough ask today, especially against this unit. One of the best 5 defenses in the nation stopping the run. This is a really big moment in this game.
Power ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. Trying to punch it in. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Green. He wants it all. Touchdown, Arkansas! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I like the decision to go for it. I think a lot of people probably thinking this close to the goal line, 4th and goal. Are they going to power it in? Nice job. They had this play ready. They go with the pass. Nice throw, nice catch. Huge job and huge execution on 4th down.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. UCF steamrolled its way to victory. They scored off turnovers, they scored on gadget plays, an all-around masterpiece that'll give the folks in Orlando a ton of confidence. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Toss sweep right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Throws to the wideout. All alone, he's got it. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important. And the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. their own 25-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Green. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. This efficiency in the passing game can take you back to yesteryear and one of the great quarterbacks in Arkansas history, in Joe Ferguson.
Yeah, just slinging the pill, just being able to provide balance, being able to attack down the field, get people out of the box, and not be predictable. That's a really good job by this quarterback.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Like a big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Anthony. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
And just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a run. Nice job by this offense, going right down the field in 6 plays and now set up for 1st and goal.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Green. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. If I'm this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
The pressure ramps up on 3rd and goal. Motion from the back. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Never a doubt. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive. And now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's King. Pressure coming. Blasted as he lets it go. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
And it'll be a short game, and no need to take a big hit there on the scramble.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Haynes.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Shotgun snap on third down. Hauls it in. Still running at the 40. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
Bringing the heat. Finding open areas. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Scrambling away. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. Fitted in the window for the score.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking to pass. It's Green. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jones. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He's going for it all. It's a big stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
A really nice job on their final drive of the first half, David. Calm, cool, collected. They had balance. Excellent execution. They're going to take a lead in here at halftime.
It's so much easier to go into half with that positive momentum, that positive juice. Now we can point to what we just did. Great job taking the lead. Now you go make your halftime adjustments.
He'll bring it out. It's Stockton. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Enough time to get off a play before we head to first down. Here's the pressure. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Green. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Shoots it to the left. Another incompletion on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Punt is in the air on fourth down. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. This drive and snap it from the 44. To the air on first down. Still looking on the move. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the third quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
And the Yellow Jackets with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Starting to feel a little pressure. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Snags it on the right. Here he goes. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They take the lead with the 6. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Green. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the air, it's Green. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws they usually say big plays on. Receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today,
intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Really nice drive by this offense. This is a top 10 defense. This is a challenge. They're going to make everything difficult. So when you can make some plays against this defense, you got to absolutely take advantage, create some momentum for your squad. Nice drive by this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Green. Under fire. He's going to run it. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now improvising. And that ball's free behind the line. Oh, and a burst disaster by falling on his own fumble. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets away. It's complete on the right side. Lots of running room. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels, so you continue to run the football. Even if you're not breaking off 60-yard TD runs, you got to have that balance.
Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Yellow Jackets are on the move. Now he's looking to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain. When you're defensive ends, you got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for space. It's Hill. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Green. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
The Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Trying to take it back.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the route is on.
And how about that? His 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. Coming out with it, it's Green. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They go to the counter. He's stopped in the backfield again, and this just hasn't been his night. It's been more like a nightmare.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the...
Turning on the Jets. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. No matter where they are on the field, they'll go for those chunk plays, and they got one that has them set up 1st and 10 at the 42. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
All right, this offense needs to come up with a solution for this defensive end because he is a problem. They have got to find a way to help out the offensive tackle to prevent this guy from getting to the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
Quickly complete. He's loose. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Gives it on the option. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Russell. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Green. That's caught. It's Anthony. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period.
That's the end of the third quarter. Georgia Tech 56, Arkansas 24.
With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Razorbacks are in the hurry-up.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Razorbacks are rolling down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. He tries to take the top off. And here's the third interception of the night. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
They'll leave it with him. They stop him after a 6-yard run out from the 24.
I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Quickly complete. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Got his man on the right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. And the Yellow Jackets will snap it on 1st and 10. Here they're trying to get it to the edge. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Motion from the wideout. They'll go right back to him. Running into the open space. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. Caught behind the line. It's Rivers. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down. away on 4th down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He'll take it himself. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Give to the running back. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight.
You see, this is what great defenses do. Great defenses swarm to the football. So when you do miss a tackle, it's not the end of the world. There's another guy right there to wrap him up. Great defenses seem like they got 12 guys on the field. Nice job swarming to the football, engulfing the running back.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He takes a chance and fires it across the field. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. It's a seam wide open. Hauled down at the 38-yard line, and a big pickup of 15 yards there.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force feed you the football to try and ice this game. He's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. Now facing a 3rd and long.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own. Unfortunately, ended up losing yards.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. Two minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Back to throw, it's Green. They're setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Now, those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. Now they've got a little breathing room after that score, and a Week 6 victory is in the offing, it appears. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Off the play fake. Now he's going to break the pocket. The throw. Caught near the sideline, it's Russell. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost.